Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hope Sunday Fun Day. The winner takes it all. Hashtag 22 final. Brought to you by Hope Esports. I'm Saithar and I welcome you all to match number one. I'm so much excited because it's going to be so much epic, so much violent. We have started with a total of 90 teams and 74 players. And here we go. Flight path is here, which is initiating from the northern regions of Primorsk and finishing off towards the eastern regions of Yasnaya Pulya. And the flight path currently favoring the central regions of Erangel map, which will eventually make it difficult for teams to head towards the southern and the northern regions. And right now, only one team is heading towards the Georgiapur Western City, which is kind of unexpected and unusual because most of the times we see multiple teams heading towards the Georgiapur areas, but not this time. And it's Team Vision Codex, who is for now heading towards the western regions of Georgiapur. Meanwhile, if we talk about Team Invader Esports, they are heading towards the Query regions, and maybe they're gonna fight Vetrolum Europe in Query regions. For now, Vision Codex will be all alone in the Western City, and they've accessed Hospital, not the Western City. They've headed towards Hospital regions, such a small area they have right now to loot. But X1NW, they'll be taking on against team number 4, that is number 7 Esports. And I guess X1NW got a brilliant start. A terrific start in this fight because N7 Esports, they're about to lose easy with absolute ease there. Mars still trying, Isma still trying to create that opening. And right now, X1NW Clutch, even he is lacking with his HP, so a bit of struggle for him in that small area. Rainbow gets knocked out as well. Ego with that opening created. X1NW, this team is known for their gun power, and they've started off so well against number 7 Esports. And they are just down to one player because Rambo, he'll be flushed out. Isma will be taken down. Ease is out of this game. Also, this is the last player surviving. And what is he going to bring to the table? Are we going to see a monumental clutch happening? Small area inside that 3-story building. A grenade might make huge amount of trouble for him. Acid tried his very best. Clutcher gets knocked out. Finally, opening has been created by number 7 Esports. This is what I was talking about. And Ego immediately switches on to a grenade. Asad hasn't changed his position yet. He needs to change his position. You need to continue to change your positions. But pull with that barrel. Finishes Asad. Boatyard will be conquered by X1NW Esports. Clutcher will be saved. X1NW Esports secures 4 eliminations without losing a player. On the other end, if we head towards Lipovka, it's Paranoid Androids. They'll be taking on Next Generation. A 4v3 fight for now because I guess Paranoid Androids, they lost a player in the initial stages. Almighty creating that first opening and helping his team to give their opponents, that is Team Next Generation, the first setback of this game. I'm sorry, giving Paranoid Androids the first setback of this game. He helped Next Generation to give Paranoid Androids the first setback of this game. So yeah, Maverick, he's lacking with his HPs. It's almost game over now because they're lacking with healings. And I don't think so Maverick will be completely able to regain his HP. And even if we talk about Mega and Nostalgia, both of them surrounded by players in a sandwich situation. Nostalgia gets knocked out. Neon with that opening created the mini 14, penetrating that helmet. Mega spamming that UMP-45. Maverick gets knocked out. And Mega about to get eliminated. Will he be able to pop in that first aid? Uh-oh! Mega won't be able to pop in that first aid. 11 came and smashed him. And just like that, Paranoid Androids, they're eliminated on 18 position. So much violence this lobby is. Vetrolum Europe. Last player is surviving, that is Jay. Things got nasty. In Query. And it's, I guess, Team Invaders right in front of them. RU7 versus Jay, a 1v1 fight. And Jay not focusing on S12K. I guess RU7 doesn't know about Jay's position. And Jay couldn't hold his calm there. Now RU7 couldn't get knocked out. Jay compromised with his position. This grenade, can it knock down RU7? Yes, it will. And Jay, it was just a 1v1 for Vetrolum Europe. Jay wins that 1v1 against RU7 and Vetrolum Europe survives. I thought that Vetrolum Europe might get eliminated in the initial stages, but that didn't really happen. We didn't really talk about the first circle, ladies and gentlemen. The first circle has been initiated and the circle is a basic kind of a circle favoring the central regions of Erangel map, even the southern regions of Fauna inside the circle that is the Source Nova military base island. And Source Nova military base is being accessed by Team Alpha. And for now, Team Alpha is the solo team in Source Nova military base. It will be an easy rotation for them. But just in case, if team number 16, that is Team Ruthless Force, if they try to block that bridge, things are gonna slip out of their hands. And for now, Ruthless Force, they are playing with just 3 players, so I don't think they'll be taking that much amount of risk. But they've started well in this game, and this is Sunday Fun, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think teams are playing with their absolute concentration and focus. Teams are just trying to enhance their gun power. This is a kind of practice done by teams. Team TF, that is Team Finishers, right on Ferry Pier regions, a huge split maintained by their side too. And right near them in Primos, in their neighborhood, it's Team FTL Esports. Oxy on the other end creates that opening. Team OG's Aizen will be taken down for now. And if there is distance, I guess he'll get that revival. But if there is no distance, then probably he'll be flushed out of this game. Fight coming up from the northern edge. This fight is happening in the outer skirts of Severny. Aizen is knocked out in open areas. And I guess Kasam, he's taking so much amount of risk to revive his teammate in the open areas. They just continuously trying to give cover. He has a flying Kanga, but couldn't knock down any player till now. And gradually FL Esports and his Fearless Esports, they're closing in the distance. But Kasam did his job, he revived his teammate, and now he's trying to fall back. Aizen, is his vehicle secure there? I don't think so. And I guess a sort of blunder made by Team OG Esports. Aizen could have sat in his teammate's vehicle, and firstly he could have escaped out of this position, and then he could have healed himself. But instead of that, he started healing in the same position, and by that time, very smartly, Fearless Esports, they accumulated in the outer skirts, they created that flank angle, and then they hunted down Aizen Jot. So Team OG Esports, they did a lot of hard work, but in return they got nothing, just wasted time. And now it's Tejas and Kasam who are heading towards the circle, because the second circle has been initiated. And if you're lacking with healings, it's gonna bother you. And especially Tejas right now, he has no first, it's just 12 bandages, which is not gonna help him a lot. He has to start moving towards the circle as soon as possible. Because right after the third circle, the damage is gonna increase, and maybe his hopes will start fading off, and he won't be able to make it to the circle. And this would be the last thing you'll be wanting. Sunday fun day, and you're getting eliminated because of the blue zone. You're not even able to initiate fights. Such a disgust that is, and nobody would really want to face that. So right now the priorities are straight, gather some healings and start heading towards the circle. No need to pull that fight like a rubber band. Vetrolum Europe, Jet still in query. Doesn't really need to move because he is present inside the circle, but I guess VAC, they are ready to initiate fights now. They are closing in. Vision Codex versus Team Ruthless Esports. It's a 3v4 battle. And Ruthless Esports inside that compound doesn't really need to be, because if they face an Enoch, straight away it's going to be a slamming coming in from Team Vision Codex's side. And it's going to be Ruthless. And maybe Ruthless Esports, Ruthless Force won't be able to defend it as well, because they have numbers disadvantage. It will be a 2v4 action left. Doesn't really need to take any kind of risk. Just wait for the right time. And maybe Vision Codex might eventually become, desperate, and they'll go for that blind slamming, which will eventually help out Team Ruthless Force. Andy Boy will be coming into action. Now multiple teams, they are participating in fights. Alpha Esports, even they faced a casualty which was unexpected. But SWAT Esports, they're getting knocked out. Yeah, can he go for that shaft reflex? It's a 1v1 left. And the opponent right now prioritizing his healings. It's Aura. And Camo and Aura jumps down. Uh-oh! He didn't knew about Kia's location. And none of the players has been eliminated. None of the players have been eliminated from this game. All the 4 players will be saved. SWAT Europa will be facing no casualty. They were about to face huge amount of casualties here, but that won't really happen. and SWAT Europa will gather all their belongings, and maybe they will search for a new target. 5 eliminations for them. Great start. And as I said, they will just grab their vehicles, grab their belongings, and they will start searching for a new target. TF Tom has been sent back to the lobby. And meanwhile, for Toxic Titans, I guess they are going for the slam, and SWAT Europa, you've got to be ready now. And 2 players have distanced themselves from the other 2 players. So it's a dual split right now, maintained by SWAT Europa. Uh-oh, for Toxic Titans, they were about to drain out in the open. That didn't really happen. And Zero, maybe, he will try to create that flank angle. Sort of trapped FTT is right now. Deadline, he's behind that rock, and Deadline is about to get knocked out. Even Eclipse, if he tries to create an off-guard angle, it might be game over for Deadline, and Deadline gets knocked out. But no way. Immediate retaliation coming in from FTT's side. Eclipse couldn't save his teammate Kia out of this game. And still there is a possibility where FTT might save Mr. Deadline, because SWAT hasn't been able to flush out the players yet. Zero gets knocked out. Eclipse doing a great job, just continuously changing the seat of the vehicle, and so much accuracy with that spray he has. But this time the weapon reloads, and who must have thought that Eclipse will get knocked out like this? 80 boy knocking down 2. Another one last player is surviving. FTT once. Can he prove himself? Can once go for a monumental clutch? It is needed right now. He needs to show up. He needs to step up. Crazy versus once. And this is a battle of grenades. Andy on the back in the areas. Maybe he'll try to put in some contribution in this fight. But maybe Eclipse will be tried to be saved. But once he is closing in, and this is risky. And once I guess he's heading towards Eclipse, he desperately want to flush him out. Revival has been given. Once didn't wait, once didn't stop, but vehicle tracing now will be on point, and once is bleeding fast. And now he has to stop out in the open area as the vehicle bursts off. And once, very much unlucky there. FTT gets eliminated on 12th position. It all comes down to 11 teams, 38 players. So much unlucky. Once was. I mean, he could have waited. Maybe he was too much double-minded there, too much confused. Kada versus Almighty. 2v2 action is left. Yakino, Kada of Alpha Esports, they are fighting. Next Generation. And Next Generation is 3 players strong. And a flank angle has been created. And with this angle, I guess it's game over. It's just a matter of time. Daikino gets stabbed in his back. Brenda could have done better there. But still the game is on. Maybe Daikino will heal himself. 666 hasn't been given that revival. He's desperately looking for one, but for now maybe Alpha Esports will focus on this fight. Daikino pushes in. 11. He maybe missed his attention there, but still he caught him off guard. Kada, can he flush out Almighty? Now Kada knows that there is a player right from behind who is giving cover, and that's 11. And maybe Brenda is spotted too. So Kada has all the information. But Kada will be focusing on eliminating Almighty. Blood for now. Kada goes for the Molotov, I guess. He's trying desperately, but no connections will be made for now. And Brenda is closing in, as Brenda is losing her calm. And Kada will be focusing on a 1v1, but he cannot move further because it's 11. Can he try to knock down 11? Because 11 has been giving so much heartbreak since a very long time. Brenda focusing on a grenade. Kada knocks him down. No need to flush out. It's a 1v1. Great job done by Kada there. Just heal yourself and focus on the last player. That's 11. And 11 has the time. Has a moment where he can close in. He has the opportunity. What is he waiting for? But 11 is standing still. Does he have a vehicle with himself? That is the ultimate question. He has a vehicle. And Next Generation, a series of bad decisions in my opinion. 11 didn't close in. And Next Generation, they are paying for the mistakes they've made. But 11 won't run out of this fight. This fight was started by Alpha Esports. Next Generation would love to end it, but Kada pulls out a monumental clutch. Alpha Esports survives. That's a 1v2, but a much needed 1v2 in a pressurized situation. Garda performing. Alpha Esports still breathing. It's time to head towards the circle. So much pressure. It's Sunday fun day, but the lobby is trying their very best to win. Vetrolum Europe. Sorry, it's Vision Codex, ladies and gentlemen. Vision Codex. Accumulating the circle. Huge split they've been maintaining. Huge area they've secured. Fearless Esports will be entering the circle from the northern areas. And maybe they'll fight Team Golden Glory. 4 eliminations even they've secured. King Nasir. Immediately he'll be flushed out. What's happening here? Oh, Montero! Montero gets a taste there. Monero gets a taste there, I'm sorry. And is there a way to revive Monero? Because he's usually separated. Sugro, I guess he'll be showing a proof of a friendship here. A proof of the friendship here between him and Monero. Fearless Esports doesn't have any idea. And for now, Fearless Esports, they are focusing on Golden Glory. Pearl gets knocked out on the other end. X1NW. Till now they were silent. But now X1NW felt the urge to get more eliminations for them. We saw the drop clash in Boatyard against N7. That was an epic win. Now they have 7 eliminations. They've assassinated another team. And my bet is on X1NW now. I guess it will be quite unfair because I'm giving prediction when 8 teams are alive. Could have given predictions early, but now I woke up and I would like to place my bet on X1NW. I'll put my money where my mouth is. So X1NW, I guess they are getting a winner chicken dinner. It's Sunday fun day, ladies and gentlemen. It's fun happening here. Winner takes it all. Winner takes everything. Golden Glory. Fearless Esports have been gatekeeping the circle since a very long time. Golden Glory just securing the edge of the circle. Fenny knocking down GG player. Not a good start for Golden Glory. Robin behind the buggy. Another player gets knocked out. What's happening here? Golden Glory is falling apart. Joy Boy. He's in the back end areas. Won't be really participating in this fight. Guiza knocking down Aya. And maybe it's game over for Golden Glory. Joy Boy doesn't really want to revive his teammates because he knows there's no opportunity there. And Joy Boy, the direction he's heading in, he's gonna fight Team VAC is what I feel. The one last player who is surviving from VAC. Mega, that is. MGG, that is. Joy Boy versus MGG. Joy Boy goes for the free fire. Won't be able to make those connections. It's UM45 versus S12K, the classic battle. And Joy Boy takes a break. Well, he wanted to pop in that first hit, but again, Joy Boy pushed that fight in. Could have popped in that first hit. Could have healed himself. Oh my goodness! Joy Boy in low HPs took his opponent down. That was M666. VAC gets eliminated. And Joy Boy secures a crucial spot inside the circle too. X1NW Eagle gets knocked out. No. I don't want to be a curse for X1NW. My prediction shouldn't be a caster's curse for X1NW. I am praying. Paul can be underrated player in this fight. Because he is holding a underrated angle. Well, Toxic, he stepped up in some open areas. Even Pearl got ready to expose Toxic. Arise finishing Joy Boy. Golden Glory gets eliminated from this game. Golden Glory gets eliminated on 6th position. And FTL Esports secures a spot inside the circle. Not a really good place they have. Sort of open, less breathing space. But the question is, if the circle favors them, will they be able to dodge those third parties? Because it's going to be back-to-back action for them. X1NW rotates, heads towards the eastern regions of the circle. And this is where Fearless Esports is present. Until now, Fearless Esports have been justifying their name. But Ego feeding that opening, knocking down Fini with a run over. Fearless Esports faces a setback. Not really a good start in this fight. Gray's knocking down Robin. Another player gets knocked out. And it's just 2 players. Guiza gets knocked out as well. And Fearless Esports, now they're taking a taste of their own medicine. Locked to the last man surviving. And he made a mess. He made a mess, but he knocks down Boy. Pearl gets knocked out as well. What's happening here? Is it a 1v1? Clutcher, he's the last man alive. FTL Esports stabs the X1NW in their back. Clutcher survives by the barest of margins. That Ranoa was very close. IQ will try again. Oh, he missed again? Clutcher is lucky, isn't he? But finally, Clutcher will be finished off with that Ranoa. Loxy still fighting like a warrior. Fearless Esports, they're still hanging in. One casualty has been given, and this could be the second casualty for FTL. Seed has been changed. IQ won't fail. FL is out. 13 eliminations for FTL. What's Qasim doing? He needs to go for that third party. Wasn't he reading the finish feed? I don't think so. And that's why he is being so much patient. But this is where you need to keep your patience aside and you have to move in. Come on, Qasim. You can do it. Come on, Qasim. You can do it. Go ahead. Test your luck. Well, now he'll test his luck. How will you survive those run overs? FTL is so much good with their driving. 3 players unleashing at you with those nasty vehicles with absolute pace. And here we go. It is all over. FTL Esports with a winner chicken dinner with a total amount of 14 eliminations. This is how you start Sunday Funday. Brutal, that is. 14 eliminations. What a play. Hashtag 2 for OG with no eliminations. My goodness, Eat 5 and do nothing. They did nothing. They just survived. They just, I mean, took oxygen in this game. They were just breathing in this game. Did absolutely nothing. Just fine. We'll be witnessing their resilience in match number 2, which is going to be Miramar. We have just finished off with match number 1, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be taking a short break and we'll be right back with match number 2. Till then, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button. We will be right back. And if you're really enjoying it, do let us know in the live chat too. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this Hope Sunday Fun Day. Winner takes it all. Hashtag 22 Finals brought to you by Hope Esports, and I'm Saito. I welcome you all again. And it's going to be match number 2. It's going to be Miramar. And here we go. The flight path is here, initiating from La Tulera and finishing off towards Truck Stop. A decent flight path, favoring the central regions of Miramar, which will make it absolutely easy for teams to access the central regions of Miramar. But similarly, if you talk about the northern and the southern regions, it will be difficult because look at the amount of distance the flight path has maintained. And Miramar is technically the most difficult map to play. I don't think so. Teams are gonna try to head towards the northern or the southern regions. Whichever team looks at the northern and the southern region as their primary drop location, teams are gonna switch their strategies. Well, for now, the Team TF they're heading towards Valid Elmar. There's another team who's heading towards Valid Elmar, and I guess that is team number 5. And it's Team Leo who is heading towards Valid Elmar. Yeah, it's Leo Esports. Leo Esports versus Team TF at Valid Elmar. We're still waiting for the first circle to get initiated, by the way. Alpha Esports, they're headed towards Picado. Then they're going to fight number 1 Esports. Team number 7 Esports. N7 Esports, they're going to fight at Picado regions. N7 Esports avoiding the drop clash, avoiding the gunfight. Well, there is a drop clash here happening in Picado, but they're avoiding the gunfight for now. They'll focus on loot. And when they fought X1NW at Boatia in the last game, they were forced to go for that gunfight against X1NW. But here, N7 taking the precautions. Team Leo, they've started the fight. Marine gets knocked out. Even Vetrolum Europe, they have started their fight too. Cobra securing the first frag and fight coming in from Truck Stop regions. And they are fighting Team OG. Aizen, he's out of this game. King lacking his HPs. They just retaliates. Doesn't have much ammo in the DP28. So he gotta use this LMG with absolute cautiousness. Oh, Tejas got just slayed there. And Suzreen has a crossbow and has nasty things on her mind. So can she connect a crossbow? No. Tejas knocks it out. Flushes him out. Flushes her out immediately. La Cobra. Last player surviving. He took so much amount of time. Not the last player, but Aizen is still in this game. So, last player in this particular area. He'll be waiting for Aizen to join this party. N7 versus Alpha Esports. That fight has begun in Picado. Uh-oh. Looks as the last player surviving. Now, he's surviving in just 10 HPs. Can he win this fight? Is there any hope? No way. He's not going to win that fight. Easy wins it. And it's a 1v4 by Easy. Alpha Esports falling in the initial stages. First circle has been initiated too. First circle favoring the central regions. Jay still waiting for his turn to come for the revival. But I don't think so. Aizen and Cobra will be able to reach Jay in order to give him that revival. And what's Jay waiting for? Why is he making his opponents wait so much to get that frag? Eventually they're going to get this one. Well, in the last game, Team OG, they got hashtag 2 with absolutely no eliminations. But I guess in this game, they're going to fetch out a huge amount of eliminations. Kasim knocking down Aizen, the last player, that's La Cobra, barely surviving in 1 HP. He heals himself immediately. King needs to wait. He's moving in. Even Tejas is moving in, so they want to end this fight first. And after that, they'll be focusing on that revival. But Cobra has that pump shotgun. So, Team OGs, you need to be careful here. And the shotgun connects. Tejas gets knocked out. Last player surviving. It's a 1v1 and no way. No way. Team OG fell on their face. They got just 3 eliminations. And I'm really, really, very sorry. This was not at all Caster's curse. All the people in the chat, believe me. I said that Team OG would get good amount of finishes in this game. Good amount of eliminations. But it turns out to be absolutely opposite. They got eliminated. And Cobra just shutting Team OG. And eliminating them on 17th position. Although he's left with just nothing. Because all his teammates are out of this game too. Pearl finishing Risky Boy. X1NW. Pearl is contributing. But Cobra, he can be caught by FTL Esports, but he's far away from them now. Just securing areas, just scanning areas, scouting them, and looking for a compound to loot. VAC and Impala, right on the edge of the circle. X1NW, did they wind up their fight? Well, they finished off risky, and still, if you see 60 Esports, they are 3 players strong. And now looking for retaliation. Eager was the player to create that opening. Will surely flush the player out. FTT playing with just 3 players in this game with more cautiousness. And in the last game, we saw a few blunders made by FTT. Even once he got a bit confused there. And that should not repeat in this Miramar game. My goodness, look at that truck. The truck is running on hopes and prayers. They need a new one. They got immediately. FTT continues their journey. What a battle we've seen till now. Absolute cinema in the initial stages. And it's Sunday Funday, ladies and gentlemen. That's the reason why teams are playing with so much calm and composure, because there's nothing on the line. They're just grinding with their hearts open. GG. Right now in Los Leones, Puerto Paraiso is being accessed by Next Generation. And Next Generation, even they are focusing on loot. They're completely focused on loot for now. Even facing the damage of the blue. And how much time are they gonna take to rotate inside the circle? RF has started their rotation. GG in Los Leones. Fearless Esports. Maybe right now in Tierra Bronca. In Cruz del Valle they are. Right in the southern regions of Torreonda. La Cobra will be finished off. Nomero with that grenade. Monero with that grenade, I'm sorry. Nomero sounds a bit similar. But Monero, that was. We took down the last player of the surviving team. That was Team VL. Vetrolum Europe gets eliminated on 16th position, ladies and gentlemen. And Cobra, he fought like a warrior. We saw a brilliant 1v4. A brilliant piece of play by his side. Game is over now. Needs to focus on the coming rondo. They'll be getting recalls there. So, I wish I could see a big jump on the points table by Vetrolum Europe. Let's see what happens in the upcoming rondo. I think my words will reach them out. So I hope I see. This is well coded. I hope I see a huge jump on the points table by Vetrolum Europe. So upcoming game, they'll need to prove themselves. Please don't let me down. 15 teams, 54 players. K7 Warrior. Well, he's out of this game. Grace gets finished off. Pedros. Last player. Pedros with that MK12. And RTZ. They are moving forward to stab Pedros in his back. Pressure rising on Pedros where he found a M416 in that crate. FTL not really taking any kind of initiative to step out in the open areas and finish off Pedros. Well, Krishna, he came closer, took a check. Pedros still hidden inside that smoke, but Krishna somehow he gets to know that there is a player. Something fishy inside that smoke. Something's happening there. And Pedros, he'll be finished by IQ. So finally, Team K7, they're out. They get eliminated on 15th position. Just played with 2 players. You need all your 4 players in the game committed equally. Bloodlust finishes easy, but Asad with that SKS, quick that was. Bloodlust gets knocked out. N7. We saw a brilliant piece of play in Picado, but Easy who clutched X1NW. Well, that was an Alpha Esports, not X1NW, I'm sorry. Easy who clutched Alpha Esports. He's already out. Asad gets knocked out. He knocked out another player. So, Isma is the last player surviving and completely focused on RTZ. Give revivals. Oh, Aura gets knocked out. Another opening has been created. Tries to flush them out. Such a huge cluster this is. And RTZ take advantage of the situation. They close in. And they're gonna get all those frags. Where is Xerox? Well, Xerox, he's stepping up, taking the responsibility. Isma stepping up in open areas. Xerox gets spotted. Isma finishes Xerox. And with this, Team Leo gets eliminated on 13th position. It all comes down to 12 teams, 41 players. And I just love this. Fights after fights. We are dealing with a lot. Oh, that was close. Isma could have lost the position she could have gotten. Isma survives. And now another team joining in. It's Team Para. Paranoid Android. They come in. They step up. We lost Mega in the initial stages. Isma will be finished out. It's Team FTL. Will be claiming that frag for themselves. And unfortunately, Team N7 Esports gets eliminated on 12th position. 11 teams, 40 players is the remaining number. VAC right at the center of the circle near Hacienda del Patron. And we're about to witness the third shift of the circle to the second airdrop coming into the action. We'll check out this airdrop. The team in with two faces, MK14. Now MK14 has become a very much underrated kind of a weapon. We don't really see this weapon into action anymore. Players, I don't know why they didn't really prioritize this weapon. This weapon is only for the OGs, but coming back to the fight, Para Maverick. He had low ground disadvantage there, that's why RTZ could take him down. Maverick will be flushed out. Susan sees Charlie. Charlie is very much low. And by the time that grenade of Susan reaches Charlie, he'll be all healed up. Yeah, that's happened. That has happened. And RTZ is squaring up upon Susan. And they are 4 players strong now. And Susan is in a sandwich situation. Even a lower ground disadvantage Susan has. The grenade is gonna go rolling down that ridge into Susan's pocket. X1NW joining the party. Now it's gonna be entertaining. Susan will be finished off. RTZ gets that frag. There was a threat that frag could have got stolen. Could have gotten stolen. That frag could have got stolen. But that didn't happen. So X1NW, they didn't get that bonus frag for themselves. And now they're into a big fight against RTZ. Is it a 4v3? I guess it is. Charlie is out. GG player. On the other hand, he's challenging Next Generation. And these are some rotational clashes going on between these teams. Third circle has been initiated, ladies and gentlemen. Third circle moves for a northeastern shift. Hacienda del Patron is still equipped by VAC. They won't move. Vision Codex. As long as they are present inside the circle, as long as at the center of the circle they are present, I don't think they're gonna ditch Hacienda del Patron. This is God's plan, which is working for them. But on the southwestern regions, such a huge cluster. Clutcher gets knocked out. And Team SWAT, Europa joins the party too. So now back-to-back teams just rushing in. Kai finishing Clutcher. Eclipse will be getting their revival. And X1NW sort of took a taste of their own medicine. A few minutes ago we saw them going for their third party. But out of nowhere, SWAT Europa came, stabbed them in their back. And X1W now losing their crucial players. And they might need to fall back as well because it's RTZ at one end and it's SWAT Europa on the other end. So a sandwich situation, not much preferred by the players to be a part of. FTL IQ gets flushed out. I hope FTL Esports, they're still alive. I hope they're alive. No, they're not. They are not. FTL Esports gets eliminated on 10th position. 9 teams, ladies and gentlemen. It all comes down to 30 players. FTT just playing safe, edge to edge. Not messing up with big teams. We saw a blunder in the last game already. What Eclipse up. Sharp connections will be made by both the parties. Eclipse was about to get knocked out. Eclipse was about to knock out his opponent too, so a brilliant piece of PUBG there. Oh, wow. Finally, the tracing was on point, but immediately the cover will be coming from Andy Boy. Alan Boy. From Alan Boy. The cover will be immediately coming in. RTC gets knocked out. That was a brilliant piece of PUBG again. Blood Dust gets knocked out. That's Alan Boy again. Crazy. Flushes out Blood Dust. One last player is remaining. And it's gonna be Krishna versus Kai. Goes into battle. Switches on to that S12K. Knocks down Kai. But Alan Boy again. And again. SWAT Europa survives. Eclipse did get knocked out again. We'll get that revival for sure. And now it's time to move towards the circle. It's stage number 4, ladies and gentlemen. And I guess Alan Boy will make Eclipse sit in the car. Is that a BMW X7? Whatever it is. Make him sit in the car, and then we'll take him to the circle. The safe area. Well, 4th circle is brutal, isn't it? Oh, will he get the revival? No, he won't. That's pain. Pain for Eclipse. SWAT Europa could have saved Eclipse. Could have saved Eclipse. But they couldn't. FTT. Meanwhile, they lost once. And at least once, I'd like to see FTT making no blunders. At least once. Well, when we negotiate by 2 players, not a wise decision. We all know that. But lack of options, lack of resources, you gotta make the most out of it. VAC, M666 gets knocked out. Next generation, 238 meters out of the circle. On the southeastern regions of the circle, we can see GG 777, GG Player 3. The dual ray of hope for now surviving for Team GG. And they are present inside the circle, so they don't really need to worry. Fearless Esports. Only 1 elimination they've secured till now. Guiza knocking down Toast. And now the angles have been blocked. Those trees interfering. And Fearless Esports might not get that frag for now. But patience is the key. Oh no, he's getting the revival. So it's game over now. Now surely they won't be getting that frag. Hater revives his teammates. And maybe the journey will be continued. For now, I guess Team RF is present inside the circle, so they don't really need to move. Ego! Sharp connections with that. DMR will be made. Finny knocking down Sugro. VAC again started. Again, that's a long range knock, so you don't need to worry. But VAC needs to be a bit cautious now because the knocks they've been facing till now, they are damaging the helmets and vests. And another, they are getting knocked out. I guess they'll be inviting a Slamin and Hacienda del Petron. And it's easy for a team hitting the Slamin or Hacienda del Petron to settle down in these areas because you can breach from any angle you want. It's such a big property. You can secure this area with absolute ease. So, VAC, you need to be careful. Next generation. Fighting GG on the edge. Alan Boy again. Again, he troubles another team. This time it's Team GG. Player number 3, last player surviving. He has a good vehicle with him, so he can start traveling inside the circle. He can start traveling towards the circle. That's the best he can do right now. X1NW preparing themselves for the slamming. Thatcher was already finished off, so it's a 4v3 fight against Team Fearless Esports. Eager goes for that grenade. Uh-oh, Robin! Oh, no. Where was his attention? Where was his focus? Where was he looking? So it's a 3v3 fight now. A city casualty. Oh, Loxy with a quick pixel peek, but Loxy getting knocked out in trade. It's Ninja Boy. Revival will be immediately focused. Guiza closing in. Ninja Boy with crouch and shoot takes on one player. Finny will be immediately prioritized. Ninja Boy flushes out as well. But he's popping in that first aid. And that's not a wise decision. X1NW gets eliminated. What a fight that was. Fearless Esports survives. Finny wins. But now Finny's the last player. For Fearless Esports 16. Uh-oh, Almighty gets knocked out. Brenda gets finished out too. Next Generation gets finished out. Next generation gets eliminated on 6th position. It all comes down to 5 teams, 12 players. RF, they've been underrated since the last game. Now, seems like they are in contention of winning this game because they have that numbers advantage factor. They're 3 players strong. VAC, how can you forget them? They played so cautiously till now, but Circle is bothering them. M666 and Sugro won't be able to make it to the circle. Won't be making it to the circle. Monero goes for the grenade, goes smartly sneaking in to that tower, and Monero spotted him, but now no pixels are being seen by Monero, so he switches on to a grenade. Ghost was about to knock down Monero. That grenade won't be bothering Ghost, but this time Ghost, he gave Monero a freebie. Host, he's out. M666 will be finished out. Crazy getting that free finish. And VAC, I mean, they were not the culprit here, but the Blue Zone still punished to them. RF with 2 players, VAC with 2. And at one point, I thought that VAC would easily steal this winner chicken dinner, but Blue Zone had other thoughts on his mind. And now I feel like SWAT Europa, they might be winning this game. High ground advantage as well they have, but Alindi boy, he fell on his face, gets knocked out. And Alan boy, can he get that revival? It's difficult. And I think Crazy won't sacrifice himself just to save Alan the boy. He won't give up this height advantage anger he's having over other teams. Finney makes it to the circle. Right now he's almost at the center. Alan boy gets finished out. Down to 2. SWAT Europa is... Finney needs to watch his back too. VAC, even they will use those utilities on Finney. Here comes Kiosk Grenade. Finney, this time he will be lucky. Monero gets knocked out. RF versus VAC, right on the edge. GG player senses the presence of RF and immediately stands up and prioritizes those grenades. SWAT Europa, I guess they are interested in closing in, but VAC, when they will go for the third party, SWAT Europa won't be prepared for that. Penny will be taken down by Kia. VAC couldn't see, VAC couldn't spot SWAT Europa while executing their mission. Kia gets knocked out. This time Monero won't fail. 19 seconds is the remaining time, and after that the Blue Zone will start shrinking in. And at this point, you cannot afford to face the damage of the Blue. VAC, after creating that opening, they straight away tried to close in. King Nasser switches the seat. King Nasser gets knocked out. Is GG player who was hidden till now inside that bush. And he delivered when it mattered the most. And now, where's the one last player? Where is the one last player of SWAT Europa? Hader finishes Monero. Ryuga spots player in open areas and Ryuga finishes him. It is all over. Team RF gets that winner chicken dinner. Brilliant performance. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of game number 2. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if yes, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button. We'll be right back with match number 3. It's going to be Rondo this time, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be bloodshed in the initial stages. Stay tuned. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the most loved map to be played. Hope Sunday Fun Day. $30 event. Winner takes it all. Hashtag 22 final brought to you by Hope Esports. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Seth. I welcome you all. It's time for match number 3. It's going to be Rondo. And all the teams who are table bottom for now, they can try to rise back from the dead. The flight path is here, initiating from south and finishing off towards the southern regions of Jardana city. The flight path currently favoring the central and the southern regions of Rondo map. And if we see the northern regions, I guess it's very difficult to access the northern regions. I expected a huge drop clash from New York's factory, but now, as we can see, less amount of teams are heading towards New York's factory, but a large amount of teams are heading towards Yulin. And as usual, the solo players, they are accessing the recall towers. So as usual, it's a 3-1 split strategy. And all the teams kind of, they placed a bet to head towards just one drop location, because I barely see teams heading towards any other. RTZ, as soon as they drop, they start facing casualties. Krishna gets knocked out as well. What's happening here? RTZ losing players after players. Bloodlust, he's yet to drop. Charlie gets knocked out as well. So all the players of Team RTZ are hereby finished out. Bloodlust is the last player surviving, and he will be focusing on the recall top. So RTZ Esports couldn't really utilize the recall phase, and which is disheartening as well. But you can't do anything. Now you just have to survive it. And RTZ Esports hasn't been having a really great games till now. N7 Esports, they'll be closing in. It's going to be Next Generation versus N7. It's a 3v3 fight, which will be exciting to watch. VAC on the other end, Sugro gets knocked out. They finished one player. They got one elimination. Oh, another player gets knocked out. All the players will be fleshed out. 3 eliminations for VAC. Revival will be given immediately. Can we expect a third party at this point? Fearless Esports, they're in back-end areas. Robin needs time to heal himself, so I guess we'll have to wait to witness a third party happening on VAC. It might turn into a head-to-head fight against Fearless Esports. Team OG. He gets knocked out. It's 20 of Fearless Esports will be taking him down, and immediately will be sent back to the lobby. Well, that's a temporary elimination, not a permanent one. He hasn't been sent to the lobby yet. He'll get that revival, that recall for sure. And no need to worry. Tejas. He'll be looking for redemption. But you cannot peek, Tejas. Guys are right in front of you. And this grenade might end things for Tejas. Tejas might get knocked out, and Fearless Esports, they will start charging in. Even Next Generation, they will go for that third party. Neon gets knocked out. Misui of Leo Esports. Leo Esports having a great time. They've been getting so many eliminations till now. 5 they've already secured. And I think no player has been recalled yet. That's such a good news for them. 2 blunders. 2 back-to-back blunders by Leo Esports. And finally, as I said, the table bottom teams can rise back. Alpha Esports, Triple Six, he's trying to run back. He's spotted. Cover immediately comes in. Arrow will be humbled. Mesui gets knocked out. Marin is low. Arrow is low. Triple Six can move in, but Triple Six was unaware, and Arrow knocks him down. Yep, that was Arrow who will be knocking Triple Six down. So Alpha Triple Six, he was in a bit of hurry there. But the calls were given in that way only, so it's not his mistake as well. And Triple Six, he'll be flushed out. N7 on the other end, we are expecting a comeback from this team in this Rondo game, because they are known to play well in the map of Rondo. The first circle has been initiated, ladies and gentlemen, sort of associated with the flight part 2. A 1v1 is happening on the recall tower. Both the players now playing patiently. And who will we see compromising in this battle? It's Brenda versus King Nasir. And the fight is for the recall tower. And the existence of both these teams depend on these two players. For now, N7 Esports, they are far away from battles. They are not fighting any team. Zero is about to get revival. It's going to be difficult for sure. Once he's about to surrender himself, he's about to risk his life just in order to revive his own teammate. And RTZ, Krishna is still the last player surviving. Again, Bloodlust got taken down. RTZ got finished off. Charlie will be taken down. And after that recall, RTZ failed again. They fell right on their face. And now they're back in their position where they started. It is such a disgust for RTZ. X1NW, they are taking on Team Leo. Clutcher gets knocked out. Mesui was he was holding there. And his opponent didn't have any clue about his position. FI Esports doing the third party. Master, will he get the fruit of his hard work? The players he knocked out. Will he get that confirmation? Master is about to get knocked out. He gets knocked out. Mesui gets the confirmation of Pearl there. Master, maybe he submitted? Did he? Or he's still knocked out? FI Master, maybe he immediately submitted himself. No time will be wasted. No extra second will be taken. Immediately FI Esports, they'll be recalling him back into this game. Fearless Esports. They've been dominating these regions till now. This team has an incredible gun power. No second thoughts. No second opinion on that. This team has an incredible gun power and they've been justifying that in Yule until now. And in this prime location, it's all about height advantage. But Fearless Esports didn't even have height advantage. But despite of that, they've been dominating since the very beginning of this fight. Well, maybe Guiza. Oh, he's going in open areas. Guiza, what is he doing? And Almighty couldn't spot him. There was a moment where Guiza stepped in open areas and Almighty could have spotted him. But Guiza finding himself absolutely lucky. Team OG versus Team RTZ. Krishna fighting for the existence of his team. 1v1 against Tejas. Here goes in the grenade. Tejas lost tremendous amount of his HP. Tejas could have pinned down that window. Bad decision made by Tejas. Immediately he pays. Tejas is out. 1v2 left for Krishna. It's Kazum and King right in front of him. He needs to heal himself too. But it's going to be time consuming. Just have those bandages. And Krishna's game is over. Kazum finishes him. And RTZ, sadly, it's a painful ending in this Rondo game. 3 teams have already been eliminated from this game. Para Esports losing players. It's fight after fight everywhere. Metro Europe. Aizen creating that opening, knocking down. What? Scary. Eclipse being the last player. Can he defend it? But Alan is still surviving. And Eclipse, I guess he won that 1v1 against Suzerain. Aizen remaining the last player. Alan the boy, we all know what he did in the last game. He was incredible. With those out-of-the-box strategies we saw, those long-range tap shots, those sprays were on point. But he was the most valuable player for SWAT Europa in the last game. And here he delivers too. Contributing the most amount of finishes, Alan the boy. 4 eliminations he has contributed out of 8. So till now, SWAT Europa, they've shown pretty good resilience and a good set of skills. Second circle has been initiated, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to talk about the circle. What kind of a circle this is? Just heading towards the southeastern edge of this Rondo map. Such a big map, and the circle chose the edge to favor. And N7, surprisingly, they are almost at the center of the circle. I mean, how on earth could you predict this kind of a circle? The IGL, the studies which IGL has done regarding this map and the formation of the circles happening in this map needs to be studied. What does he eat? What is he? I mean, such a great prediction that is. N7 Esports at the center of the circle. You better don't miss this opportunity. The fans are praying for N7 to win. FTL Esports loses two of their crucial players. Praise Arise, the dual ray of hope surviving. FTT on the other end, they start losing players too. Judy, last player surviving. The question is, have these players utilized their recalls or not? And if no, it's a good news. But if yes, I guess it's game over for FTT, because the confidence is below the ground for FTT. And Judy pulling off a standing ovation like performance in this game, well, expecting this would be a lot, because changes have been made in the lineup. Judy will be showing up for this third rondo game. The first two games Judy wasn't present. He'll be showing up for this rondo game. Maybe he'll be continued the last triangle main event as well. Well, we don't know that, but now down to one player, FTT Esports is, and maybe they will shift the pace of the game and they will start playing passive. And is Judy looking for a recall tar? He'll try to enter the circle from the southern regions as circle moves for a western shift. And ladies and gentlemen, stage 345 players are still alive, and now it will be action. It's time for fights to happen. RF entering the circle from the northern areas. There they'll meet M666, I guess. Sugro with a good entrance inside the circle. Still some water areas are being favored by the circle, but that won't bother the players at all, because there's enough room inside the circle, enough land area. You can secure that for yourself. Para Esports just holding the edge of the circle. Not really in the mood to initiate fights. They want to take this game deep till the end stages, and maybe with just decent amount of finishes, they will want to get that winner chicken, and because the winner takes it all. M666 creating that opening, stopping the rotation of RF Esports. Well, he'll be needing some assistance here because he's all alone. And the question is, will VAC come back right on the edge just to help one player, that is M666, who picked out a unnecessary fight, in my opinion. SWAT Europa getting another frag. This will be their ninth. They've looked in a really good touch throughout this game. No difficulties have been faced by SWAT Europa. Just in their last fight, two players got knocked out, which is absolutely fine, part of the game. Sugro gets knocked out. Monero knocked down. Yo, what? So yeah, the expected retaliation coming in from Team RF's side. Monero's 1v1 with Coast. S12K versus S12K. Coast spams it. Monero. Oh my goodness, that's a brilliant aim shift by Monero. Coast gets knocked out. Hey there, Cyber. Both of them in open areas. Not a good news at all. Cyber and teammate now choosing the vehicle to go for that slamming on Monero. The next generation interfering. Hayder and Cyber, though they don't want this to happen, but still now they need to abort the plans they had. Toast and Robot, both of them, will they get that revival? Robot immediately submits. And I guess recall will be given. There is a recall present. Will both of these players will be recalled? Yes, they will be recalled. And they need to glide towards the circle now because stage 5 is about to begin. And they don't have enough amount of healings in order to deal with stage number 5. Well, now fourth circle has been initiated, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a centralized shift by the circle. Alpha Esports, who weren't really highlighted in this game in the recall stage. Now they start securing finishes. Rambo versus Luke's grenade was incredible by Top Looks there. Grenade makes nasty connections. Rambo, immediately he'll be getting the revival, I guess. Assad knocking down Top Looks. Two players are down. All pressure on 666 as he's going for the revival. Master, he's a little bit far away from his teammates, but Master knows what he's doing. And N7, all of a sudden, they get the upper hand in this fight. Top Looks gets that revival. What's Easy doing there? Easy gets knocked out. Easy became an easy target for his opponent, didn't he? Assad gets knocked out as well. Master back-to-back 2 openings. Rambo knocks Master down. Grenade again on point. But Master will be saved. But another grenade comes right in front of 666. Due right on his face. Another grenade came right his way. 666 still on his feet. But Team N7 got eliminated. Number 7 Esports gets eliminated on 12th position. Oh no. We were expecting a comeback from their side, but number 7 Esports they get eliminated. N7 Esports, they get eliminated on 12th position. Sad ending for them. I wish them all the very best for the last game. The main event of the evening. 11 teams and 37 players. Next Generation, Almighty deep into the circle. He is. Goes for the jump shot. Oh, the Molotov bothers him. Molotov stops him here. Team TF stopping X1NW on the northern edge of the circle. An RF included in this fight too. And you need to safeguard yourself as well. 10 teams and a total amount of 31 players are still alive. It's stage 5. And near the eastern regions of Thinlong Garden, it's a mega fight going on. Fearless Esports, they're about to get eliminated. Loxi going for the revival. Team Para, they're going for the third party. Even Team Leo, a part of this fight. Mega, but he jumped down. Well, he stops Raka. And Raka had no clue that an enemy was watching him. Raka gets knocked out. He'll be finished out. Even Fearless Esports, they are eliminated from this game. They get eliminated on 9th position. Craze finishing Brenda. Next Generation, they're falling apart. Well, they're caught in open. Do they have smokes or flare covers? The Doritos? I don't think so. But 11 has just one smoke with him, which won't be enough. Won't really help him for a long time. Alpha Esports versus Squad Europa. 2v3 fight it is. Master is knocked out for now. That's why we will not count him in this fight. 12 eliminations have been secured by Team Alpha till now. Brilliant piece of work. And it's a positivity spreading in this lineup after this game. They have the gunpowder, they have the potential, they can do it. And we cannot count them out of the contention as well. We cannot count them out of contention. FI Esports has the potential, and at any moment they can bounce back. They've been facing difficulties. Well, it's acceptable they've been facing difficulties till now. But you just need one big game in order to gain momentum. Craze gets knocked out. Arise, the last player surviving. Susan gets knocked out. Some rotational clashes. Some stabbing in the back. Nostalgia still trying to head towards the circle. Wow. Mesui tried his very best, but now Mesui with that spray, I guess he revealed himself and his teammates' position. So all the other teams might gatekeep the circle for Leo Esports. Oh boy. Spots Adam, punishes him well. Adam is out, gets a reality check. Team TF. And their eyes on SWAT Europa. What about Arise? Isn't he spotted? Well, he ordered those Doritos, those flare cover for himself. So no way any team is getting their hands on him for now. He's isolated and safe behind those Doritos. And Arise is still breathing. Crazy gets knocked out. Mesui with that spray. And I guess Marin won't be possible for him. Oh, Mesui created that opening. Now he gets knocked out. Mesui knocked out a player. But now Mesui gets knocked out. And now Marin cannot even think about reviving his own teammate. SWAT Europa, 14 eliminations. They've been slaying the lobby till now. It was Crazy who got knocked out by Mesui. And Crazy submits himself as there was no possibility of reviving him. Saving the energy of his teammates, SWAT Europa now has the higher ground advantage too. With no utilities, so this higher ground advantage doesn't really help them out. It goes in vain. And Eclipse contributing the most amount of finishes, 6. And Alan boy, it's so much confidence he's playing. Next Generation, are they out of this game too? Next Generation gets eliminated. FTL Arise, he's out. So it's It's the battle between three teams. It's a battle between three teams. SWAT Europa versus X1NW versus Team TF. MVP, the solo ray of hope surviving. Pearl, completely dependent on her reflexes. SWAT Europa has no clue about Pearl's position, and she can create a huge effect in this fight. But Alan Boy, now he knows that there is a player with a off that anger. So Pearl was kind of in a hurry there. Could have waited, could have executed a better spray, but just because of so much panic, I guess, that was making decisions in a hurry, and now she has to pay. X1NW, who had a upper hand in this fight, I believe, because Pearl's location wasn't revealed. Now they have a disadvantage. But Clutcher versus MVP, a 1v1 fight. Clutcher switches onto that S square again. He gets knocked out. MVP wins it. MVP will flush him out too. He's not in a hurry. Slowly. They'll get rid of Clutcher. Well, Pearl gets finished out. And it's MVP versus SWAT Europa as Team X1NW. They get eliminated on third position. And now it's going to be an epic battle. Can MVP justify himself, his name? Can he stop SWAT Europa? It's not going to be easy because it's Alan Boy in front of him. SWAT Europa has been incredible throughout the game. Oh, MVP knocks Alan Boy to 1v1 fight left against Eclipse. And Eclipse with the JS9. Oh, the bush making difference in between. MVP switches on to that M416. Oh, he'll be taken down. It's game over. SWAT Europa wins. Well, that was an AUG he switched on, but it doesn't really make a difference. SWAT Europa gets a winner chicken dinner. 9 eliminations for Eclipse, 6 for Alan Boy. Crazy with 3. None will be contributed by Kai. And with this, game number 3 ends. I hope you all guys have enjoyed, and if yes, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. We'll be taking a short break and we'll be right back with match number 4. That's going to be our main event of the evening. Where angle it is, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back for a short break. Till then, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the main event of the evening. It's time for Irangel Hope Sunday Funday. Winner takes it all. Hashtag 22 final brought to you by Hope Esports. I'm Saiter. I'll be entertaining you all as a caster. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The flight path initiates from the western regions of Sosnovka military base, finishes off towards the northern region of Lipovka. And, well, it will be easy to head towards Sosnovka military base. It will be easy to head towards maybe you can access Novorepnoye as well. Central region might be a hotspot, but heading towards the northern edge is absolutely difficult, and I don't see any team even trying to head towards the northern edge, that is 70 regions. Well, we are started with a total number of 59 players and 15 teams. Yep. I guess there's just one team who is playing with 3 players. All the other teams, they're playing with 4 players. And which team is that? We need to find out. Which team is vulnerable? Which team is vulnerable? It's Team Vetrolum Europe, who is vulnerable for now. Well, SWAT Europa, they got a fabulous winner chicken in that Rondo game. Multiple finishes they had. And they are going towards Pochinki. And in Pochinki, they'll be facing Team RF, who also played well in the last game. Not that great, but still, there was a decent performance. And even Team Leo is heading towards Pochinki. Well, it's a fatal 4-way fight because I can see another team, the 4th team heading towards Pochinki regions. That's Team FTL. And Team FTL has a great gun part too. So now it's going to be an absolute war. Who will stand strong? Will it be SWAT Europa, who got a winner chicken dinner? A well-deserving winner chicken dinner with absolute ruthlessness in the last game. Or it will be FTL, who is known for their gun part. RF, who has been underrated till now and couldn't perform that well. Cyber surprises Aero, finishes him out immediately. Second elimination will be secured by Team RF. Alpha Esports finding FTT and fighting them as well. FTL gradually they are closing in. SWAT Europa, they're in a sandwich situation. I guess they lost a player. Crazy is out. He's out of this game. So SWAT Europa with a bad start. Leo Mesui, he'll be out of this game. Raka, the last player surviving. Raka, 77k. Goes for a desperate attempt to knock down Cyber. That grenade fails miserably. And now the pressure is rising. Players, they are squaring up upon him. Kara creates the opening. Cyber gets knocked out. Raka knocks another player down. It's a 1v2. He's left with no HP. He needs to pop in that first aid. Oh, he had a chance to knock down Robot as well in so much low HPs. But he missed that short connection. That's the brutality of pump shotgun. If you connect, you get that knock. But if you miss, it will be so much time consuming to reload that weapon again. So, with this, Team Leo gets eliminated on 15th position. They become the first team to get eliminated from this game. FTL Esports taking the initiative. IQ with a high, I guess, high profile flank, with a high potential flank is what I believe. And with this flank, he can suppress 2 teams, RF and SWAT Europa as well. And FTL Esports needs to think about the future as well. They need to beat SWAT Europa, and after that, they need to tackle the third party, which will be coming in from Team RF sides. They have to think about the future. But Vetrolum Europa, bad start in this fight. J and FBI has 2 players surviving. Alpha Esports, they've been fighting FTT for the last 1 decade. It's a very long time these teams have been fighting, and finally FTT Esports, they get eliminated. They've been fighting for the last 1 decade, and finally after an eternity that fight ended. VAC, what's wrong with them? A fight coming in from shelter side, happening inside the shelter caves. And Vetrolum Europe, they are trying to retaliate. FBI is all alone with no ammo. It's a 1v3 scenario, and he surely needs assistance of his teammate. And his teammate is far away from him. Paranostalgia gets knocked out Pearl with that grenade. Paramega even gets knocked out Pearl with a 1v2 with just 1 grenade. Lipovka is sizzling. Can Information will be immediately seeked. Suzanne, she's running out of this fight. Well, she is not running out. I guess she's just trying to create few new angles. Clutcher, he stepped in an open area as Susan. She had no chance to knock her opponent down. And all the players of X1NW, they have to be very much careful because they wouldn't want to face casualty after almost winning this fight with absolutely no loss. But Susan gets spotted, and now it's almost game over for her. Yes! Ego makes those final connections. Para Esports gets eliminated on 12th position. 11 teams, 37 players, even Vetrolum Europe. They are fading fast, and even they are about to get eliminated. FBI, last player standing inside the shelter area as he is. RF Esports, I guess they are out. Look at the amount of eliminations FTL has secured. And FTL has completely assassinated Pochinki. The only team which will be standing strong in Pochinki is FTL. Wow, they eliminated 3 teams, 7 eliminations. Not 3, but 2 teams. But they secured that victory over 3 teams. That's what they will be remembered for. Next Generation versus JJ. Neo knocking down N7AZ. N7AZ. What is he doing here? Well, N7 becoming a part of this party. Isma going for the desperate pre-fire. Will be making no connections. Rambo out. Isma gets knocked out. Isma gets no cover. Rambo was finding a window for himself, a secure window to enter and breach that property. But he got too much late. And now Rambo, even he is lacking with his HP. So now he has to fall back. There's no other option left. And he has to be careful because at any moment 777 might explode. And he might go for that third party. And 777 knocking down Rambo. This is what I was talking about. He has to be... Oh my goodness, what a reflex that was. You gotta be kidding me, 11. He didn't even have a weapon in his hands. Last 1v1 left. Last player surviving for N7. It's Isma. It's time to pop in that first aid. Well, has that threat been eliminated? Well, GG straight away goes for that slam in. So now it's not a long range threat, but more of a close range one. And Isma will be very much happy because she gets some breathing space, some time to survive. As 11 is in the lower areas on the ground floor. Oh my god, the grenade was right on target. We were talking about Isma being safe, but Isma got caught off guard first. And now 11 trying to get his hands on Team GG. 11 switches on to that Scarlet, goes with a jump shot, tries, and just kept trying and finally fails. GG survives. Gets 3 eliminations. 2 teams getting eliminated. N7 out. And along with N7, it's Next Generation who got eliminated on 9th position. In Shelter, it's X1NW, who is, I guess, just cutting off the rotation of VAC. Supro will be finished out, and VAC, I guess they are eliminated too. What will FBI do at this point? Is he gonna fight X1NW? Pearl stepped in open areas. Beryl is, well, not a weapon you would want to trace a vehicle with. That too with this amount of range. So FBI will, I guess, just let his opponents go. And Pearl was in a hurry to just enter the circle. Maybe Pearl is lacking with her HPs. And maybe X1NW, they think that they've won this fight completely. They don't really know about FBI's position. But this grenade with... Whoa, that's Ninja Boy. X1NW is always 2 steps ahead. They created that flank angle so quickly that FBI couldn't even expect that. Well, X1NW, they win this fight. 6 teams and 23 players are still alive. Alpha Esports, all the players contributing equal amount of finishes. TF Tom will be fleshed out. Team TF facing their first casualty. And right now they're stuck inside the tunnel. It's FTL versus TF. FTL Esports, they're searching for finishes. They're searching for eliminations. Oh, Kill Switch gets knocked out. IQ. He did get knocked out there. But he did knock a player down. And making it easy for FTL. But Grace gets knocked out. It's MVP. Arise knocking down one player. It's a 1v1. MVP versus Grace 47. Back-to-back trade knocks coming in by both the teams. Both the teams showing resilience. Praise couldn't even reload his weapon. Now he realized that Praise won't pay for his mistake. Revival is being given, and even Graze, he will revive his teammate Arise and will make it into a 2v2. But what if some other team chases the gunshots and goes for the third party? So GG, they are closing in, and I guess a third party is about to happen. The grenade exploded, and the grenade will draw the attention of Team GG. And here comes in the third party, and it's almost game over for FTL Esports. Here comes in the grenade as well, and that's the final nail in the coffin. FTL Esports, their existence has been wiped out. Team TF will be getting frags in collaboration with Team GG as they get one for them. But though you have the same enemies, that doesn't mean when you have the same enemies, that doesn't mean you become friends. Team GG start attacking Team TF. They get the first opening. Another player gets knocked out. Kill switch. Knocking down Vegeta, who was in open areas. Fearless Esports. Now they go for that third party. And Team GG will feel the pain, how it feels when you get stabbed in your back in a third party. Kill switch, although he gets finished out. Team TF gets eliminated on 5th position. And I feel like Team GG is about to get eliminated on 4th. There's 2 players remaining. Team FL with numbers advantage. And at the same time, such a brilliant gunfire. They always carry with themselves. The grenade was right on target. Both the players were about to get cooked. Ayaza and 777. They don't have much area to move. And inside the Stinar, it's almost game over for them. Finny comes in, puts in the final nail in the coffin. And it's game over. Team GG gets eliminated on 4th position. We are left with just 3 teams, and this is second circle. Just find each other as soon as possible and end this. Just end this battle. There's nothing left. Who can search who? Now it's a hide and seek game. X1 NW, even they are looking for opponents. Such aggressive play by all the players in this last game. Well, it's Sunday FUNDAY, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of a fun game going on. So if people are wondering what this lobby is, this is one of the finest lobby you'll ever be a part of. But this is FUNDAY, ladies and gentlemen. That's why players are playing a bit casually. But when stakes are high, players play cautiously as well. Well, Alpha Esports, they'll be fighting their opponents, that is Fearless Esports. Koiza retaliating. Trade knock secured by Fearless Esports. 2 of the players of Alpha Esports have been knocked out. Top looks as the last man standing, avoiding the fight. What is he avoiding this fight for? Well, what is left now? Winner chicken dinner is on the line. I hope that Top looks doesn't go far away from his opponent and stays in the nearby areas. Top looks is about to get finished out, but the vehicle is gonna explode. Top looks, you need to step back. You need to maintain distance. It was too late by the time you realized that. And our Fearless Esports with his X1 Koiza Robin, dual ray of hope surviving. Hovercraft is gonna burn down. The hovercraft is about to explode. Robin and Goose are still safe. Robin trying to maintain distance, trying to avoid those grenades. Now the closing coming in. Ego gets knocked out. Pearl gets knocked out. Great job done there by Fearless Esports. Koiza and Robin created the opening they always wanted to. Creating the opening they desperately wanted to. But Koiza gets knocked out. Clutcher knew that Koiza might step up in open areas in order to cover up that range. He wanted to jump and throw that grenade. And now Clutcher. It's a 1v1 fight left. Clutcher is maybe waiting for that revival, or he's pushing in. He's pushing it. And eventually it's going to be a 1v2. And now I want to see how much sharp his reflexes are. Guiza is popping in that first aid. That bush is bothering Clutcher. Oh, and Clutcher made a mess. It is all over. Fearless Esports gets that winner chicken dinner. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, our last match is over. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if yes, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button. I'm Saito, ladies and gentlemen, signing off. Bye bye, good night, and take care.